guys, Chaos in Order here, coming to you with a prep video. We are making our own rendition of ramen noodles. We both are big fans of pho noodles, so we do enjoy eating those. We watched a few videos and kind of just decided to make our own. It's not traditional the way everybody else makes it because, of course, this is ours. No one else's. So we're just kind of doing our own thing and making our noodles the way we feel that they'll taste right. As you see here, Chaos is cutting up some of our veggies. We have some onion, we have some bell pepper, we have some green onion. As you see in the background, we do have some rice noodles that will be dehydrated. We have some chicken broth just for a small base. Since I do not eat meat, we decided to do it a veggie broth, and to have a really strong base, we use some of the vegetable broth with some choice seasonings. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to cut up some jalapenos. Here they are. I only cut up about half of the jalapeno. I'm going to use some white vinegar, about a capful, to pour over the jalapenos. Let those sit and simmer for a little bit, so that way they can have a nice, lovely little flavor to them. I enjoy spicy. I love hot foods, so this is why you see this. So we're going to add a little bit of sea salt to this as well, and we're going to let it sit as we are simmering everything else with the broth. This is going to be so good. I know that it is. Just giving it a little shake up there. Alrighty, so here is our broth. It does already have the vegetable broth in there. There is 1 cup of water. And what you see floating in there already is actually minced garlic. So we're going to go ahead and add the veggies in there and let everything kind of just sit and simmer and get itself all together. Get everything in there for a nice, lovely, strong vegetable broth. Now, yes, we could have used carrots and things like that, but again, this is just something we wanted to try. We had an idea in our head of what we wanted to taste, and we went for it. So this is going to sit and simmer here for a little bit so that we can get everything else prepared. We're going to go ahead and add in a few more ingredients, though. I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of soy sauce, but we're going to first add in some sea salt, just a little bit there. Definitely don't want anything too salty. That is what you don't want, because then it won't be good. So now we're going to go ahead and add some black pepper. Well, that didn't work too well, so I'm just going to open it up to the side and toss it on in there. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and get that all mixed in there. And as you see, this is a lot of liquid, so the liquid to seasoning ratio is very low. Again, we do not want salty broth. We want to make sure that it's flavorful and not overpowering and not salty. So I just added a pit of an onion and then 2 stems from a green onion just to give it a little kick up of flavor. I know we already have this in here, but that'll definitely work for now. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that in a little bit more. As you see, the color is starting to change as everything simmers on the inside there. It's starting to look really good. You're starting to see the bottom boil up a little more. You're starting to see the garlic actually bubble up. I said ginger, I meant garlic. You're starting to see that come up a little bit more. So we're going to add in some cayenne pepper. And we're going to mix this in there. Go ahead and, again, still just make sure that you have everything mixed in and simmering right. We're going to add a little more cayenne pepper to that. Again, we like spicy, so we try not to add too much, though. So I just added a little bit of soy sauce. I'm going to go ahead and mix in. I'm going to add a little more soy sauce as well. And then we're going to go ahead and start to do some taste. Now, with it simmering this way, and I know it seems like we're cooking it for a long time, but when you need a good nice broth that is going to soak into some noodles. You have to make sure that everything is mixed in and cooked properly. So, looks like we're going to go ahead and taste it. Chaos is going to be brave enough to sip it. And it looks like he likes it. So, here are our noodles. These are rice noodles. What we're doing right now is dehydrating them. Well, actually hydrating them. They are dehydrated. We're hydrating them now. You have to let them soak in hot water for about 15 minutes. And as you see, the broth is bubbling. We have that boil going on. We did turn the heat down a little bit. Chaos is making some shrimp and mushrooms to add into his. As you guys know, I don't like mushrooms. There's a lot of things that I don't eat that he eats. So we try to make the best of it and make sure that we both are satisfied when it comes to our taste buds. So that is bubbling and boiling very nicely. That's cooking nicely. All right, so now here's my bowl. I added those jalapenos, those green onions are there, my limes are there. Chaos is going ahead and pouring our broth over the noodles. As you see, it's just starting to rise up and you see all that steam. Definitely can't wait to taste this. This is going to be so good. Just a little bit more. Make sure everything is all filled and covered up. And then I'm going to show you a side view of the bowl so you can see exactly how hot it actually is. And then you'll be able to see all the herbs and the spices. We did also add basil into the mix, a little onion powder as well. We didn't put any crushed red pepper because of course we have the cayenne. So as you see, it is still boiling. So now here's Chaos's. As you see, his shrimp and his mushrooms are on the side. Those greens and those veggies within the broth itself just added a very, very great color to the actual broth. It adds a great color and the presentation to the bowl as well. So that is something we definitely are going to enjoy. Oh, look at that. Got to get a little closer there. Shrimp is lightly seasoned since we do have the broth. You definitely don't want it to have too much. Again, that over seasoning, you don't want that. So it looks like he seasoned the shrimp and mushrooms very lightly because they were going to go into the bowl of the broth. There's his last few pours there. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and put both bowls together so that you could see them side by side. Of course, me, the veggie person. Chaos, the more meat person. Now, I do eat shrimp, though. Just very recently, I transitioned over to shrimp. But I still have my limits as to how much I'm going to eat. So, we're going to go ahead and dig into this and enjoy it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of us making it.
All right. Hello, good people. Happy Valentine's Day. Chaos in Order here with another video here. We have our own the personal ramen that we did our own little twist and touch on. As you see in the early clips that we have though of the prep and stuff for the finished product that we have. The idea sparked in our head. We figured we'd give it a shot. You know, we seen a couple of videos and it kind of inspired us to do it. So, you know, but mine is a little bit different from hers. She had her own little variation though. The broth itself though was the base for both of us. Mm-hmm. So, but granted, I added my own. I got mushrooms and shrimp in mine.
Yeah. I just have lime. As you see, I just put in there some limes. And then in the earlier video, as you've seen, I also did some jalapenos. I added them with white vinegar and a little sea salt, and I allowed them to sit just a little bit. Broth definitely has a little spice to it. We both are kind of really into the spice, really into the kicking in the mouth. So
kicking the tonsils.
Yeah.
But all in all, though, it's a good turnout. It was like a little freestyle on our part, and we like the results of it. So that's really good.
So definitely really, really good. Definitely will be trying again.
Also, we think about bringing in our own, making our own personal noodles as well. Kneading the dough and all this like that. So that'll be a process within itself. So I have a pretty good feeling I'll be the one to do all the kneading. So.
Man, look at that. One thing I love about these noodles though, as you seen earlier, they dehydrate. You have to dehydrate these noodles and then you pour your boiling broth over it. They don't get soggy. I love rice noodles.
So,
it's really good.
Pretty sure there's other variations to how people prep theirs and stuff, but we do. I guess everybody got their own way, and we just what we got.
Yeah.
And this is what we got. And we was really satisfied with the results of it, though, especially with the broth that we left up for. So
really good. So we will definitely be doing this again. Of course, as you guys know, I'm not a meat eater, so I won't be the one using like the pork bone or anything like that like they normally do. We both do really love pho noodles. And like we have a pho restaurant that's not too far from us that was actually really, really good. But since I don't eat meat, I won't be doing it that way. So our broth is a vegetable base. But of course, as you see, he has shrimp in his. And I just kind of stuck with the veggies and the jalapenos. Really good. And of course, drop that. We have some bell pepper in here, onion in here, green onion as you see. It's just really good. Everything is just really, really good. Definitely to our liking. I know he likes his noodles a little softer. These are kind of like an in-between. They're not firm because as you see, they're flimsy. But they have a full taste to them. He does like his a little bit more chewy. I kind of like mine like this. They definitely could be a little more softer, but you're supposed to dehydrate them for about 15 minutes. So maybe next time we'll probably do about 20 and make them softer. So of course, following the instructions of how they're supposed to be, but I wouldn't mind them being softer, but I do like them the way they are. And as you see again, they don't get soggy. That's one of the best things about rice noodles. Yeah, they don't get soggy.
Either way, the end result was phenomenal. Sometimes you have to, have a personal experience. And I tried it out. Me personally, I love it. So then again, though, both of us, we are known for actually trying out different things, and sometimes stuff may come to our head. We just give it a shot, see how it goes. So if it don't work, we go back to the drawing board and do it all again. So
exactly. So everything is trial and error, of course, you guys. So this here, really good. Really satisfied with this. This is really great. And as you see in Chaos did a lot of the cutting and stuff like that. So this is kind of more so his thing, his meal that he made. Thank you, baby.
I ain't no gourmet chef, so trust me. Like everything I just go by looking and learning. I look at a whole lot of cooking videos and cooking shows and stuff like that, and I just pick up and adapt. Plus, me growing up, around my grandmother though, stay in the kitchen with her, watching how she cook, you gonna learn some stuff. So, and everybody know, grandmothers are the best teachers. So,
the only thing I did was just add a few spices, and that's it.
I know the broth was the real journey though, trying to get it right. But all in all, we managed to get it. So
we got it right. Very good. Very, very good.
So, you know, that's why he turned out really good. Even the shrimp was good too. I didn't add much to the shrimp.
Yeah, because we already had the broth, so it wasn't, you know, necessary to do too much with the shrimp. But how do you guys like your noodles? What do you put in it? Are you a beef person? Are you a pork person? Are you both? Are you a chicken person? Again, this is vegetable based because of me.
Yeah, I was looking at the beef and the chicken, but nah, I don't want to do that. But which I understood. So either way, the end result was still great regardless of what we used.
Will we do this again?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's great for me to do it because y'all knew my answer. But either way, this is a good experiment though. I know we can quite possibly will do like another touch to it as well. But I love it. Even with the vegetable, got the little nice little crunch to it though, so really kicked it up.
So good. That is just phenomenal. And with that lime, it definitely really kicked it up for me. As you guys know, I love my lime.
It's like Emma Lagasse or something. Like kick it up a notch with the lime.
Oh yeah. Limes be doing it. Oh, yes. Oh yeah.
I mean, especially though, like if you cold, you know, like especially on these winters, this right would do it.
Oh yeah.
Just like a soup. I mean, you know, just like that hearty soup, you know, like that grandmother's soup, your mother's soup, whatever. Either way.
Definitely warm you up. Because we're about 30 degrees right now.
Yeah, especially with the spice here. I mean, right now, I'm about to come out the shirt anyway, so I got my pullover on, so.
But yeah, this is definitely good. Very awesome. But we're gonna go on and finish this up and allow you guys to enjoy your Valentine's Day. I hope that it has been great so far.
Oh yeah. So until next time, we bid y'all do. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you next video.
We're out.